Hey everyone. Yeah, it's Saturday and I do have the place to myself. The reason being is because my mom has gone out with my sisters for an early Mother's Day, Mom's Day out, n- night out thing because my second older sister has to work tomorrow. So yeah, I have to work tomorrow too, but I work in the evening. I don't know what time she has to work, but I thought I'd talk about something. Now, I thought I'd talk about something that some fans brought up. Now, as I've mentioned in several of my recent videos, mostly what I mostly why I talked about why I talk about or mentioned why I talk about MLPFIM and why, in a sense, I am a fan out of respect and nostalgia. That I'm the kind of fan that will watch clips here and there, but I'm not someone that's religious like on it. I'm not watching every episode daily, back to back to back. I'm not that kind of a fan. I'm not the kind of fan that, you know, will decorate half the room in MLP. I'm not the kind of fan that will, go to brony cons or pony conventions unless somebody says, hey, you got to check it out and invites me. I'm a fan out of respect. Heck, currently, right now, on my Netflix queue, on my Netflix streaming service, I'm watching the Brony documentary, which to me is very intriguing because you're seeing the Brony Tale documentary, which, if you have not checked that out, go ahead and check it out. It's very intriguing because it shows you that there are people like me that at first would think it's kind of strange for someone to be liking or be a fan of something that's meant for a targeted audience of young girls, but yet it's more appealing because of what it talks about, if it's character driven stories and its messages, and sometimes things that might go over the top, might go over the head of the young and of the originally intended audience, might go over their heads. It does. Like me, it showcases some people that were kind of surprised at first. Some men about between the ages of 18 and my age if not older or younger. It showcased them, basically talked about them being the same way. Like, seriously? People are into this show? No, I gotta check out why. I gotta see what they're talking about. I gotta see it for myself. And there you go. You know, But for me, I'm one of those fans out of respect that, yeah, I'll watch a clip here and there, and if there's nothing else on, I'll probably watch it just for the heck of it. I mean, I do have, as I've mentioned before, two episodes on my recent holiday specials and movies DVD set that I do every holiday Christmas season, or basically every holiday season, every Halloween, between Halloween and Christmas. And I have the first Nightmare Night episode, which was in season 2. I have the first uh Hearth Warming Eve episode, which was aired the same year, and both of those are Halloween and Christmas related, basically based around Halloween and Christmas. Let's put it that way. And then you have Hearts and Hooves Day, which I did not get. Maybe I'll look into that soon. And that's a Valentine's Day one. The point is, long story short here, I can enjoy it sometimes. There are some funny moments. I mean, feel the season 1 episode of Feeling Pinky Keen seems to be one of the funniest out there, because you have Twilight basically almost losing it, getting frustrated as to why she can't figure out why Pinky is able to sense certain things, how she's got disability, and she's trying to figure it out. So it is funny. It is funny, and it's got its moments. So there are things to like about it, but you don't have to be a fan of it. You don't have to be a hardcore fan of it where you watch episode after episode after episode and you buy everything around it and all that. You don't have to be that kind of. You don't have to be a hardcore fan to appreciate it. You can be a fan out of respect for what it has done. And like I said, I've been a fan out of respect and nostalgia because I grew up with the original G1, My Little Pony, and that laid the foundation for what Generation 4, Friendship is Magic, has been building upon for the past 6 seasons. Now, with that said, and I know we're about 6 minutes in, let me get to the point of this. You see, the newest episode called Newbie Dash came out today. And I did read the synopsis about it, and I kind of had some theories in my mind of how it could end. But one of the theories I thought of how it could end didn't happen. Instead, and this is spoilers for anybody that has not seen the episode, if you've not seen it, I suggest clicking on YouTube, checking it out. It is on YouTube. Someone, I think, even posted it onto the one of the Facebook group pages. Check it out, and I think you can find it at Daily Motion as well. But basically, spoilers for the ending, because I didn't watch the whole episode, but just the ending. Rainbow Dash does accomplish her goal and achieve her dream of becoming a Wonderbolt. Now, again, this is spoilers. She becomes a Wonderbolt, but she's put on a month-long probation for her actions, basically of her showing off and all that. Basically, her ego of showing, basically letting her ego get out of control, basically showing off when she shouldn't. And because of this probation, she ends up basically being put on what's known as sort of like cleanup duty, janitorial duty. And when one of the younger ponies, Scootaloo, I think that's the one, I'm not really sure, who looks up to her as a big sister and a mentor, asks why she's happy in everything, and why, first of all, she's wondering, hey, I think it's Twilight that asks, you want us to help? And she's like, no, this is my responsibility, I got to do this. And Scootaloo's wondering, because like I said, she looks up to her, why she's so happy if she's stuck doing this. And basically, Dash's response is, hey, I'm a Wonderbolt. And that's it. That's how the episode ends. Basically, the message there is that it doesn't matter where you start at or how you start. If you're able to, in a way, you'll finally accomplish your goal, I should say. That's easy for me to say, I apologize. But if you're finally able to accomplish your goal and finally achieve your dream that you've been working towards for a long time, and yet you start out in a position that some might say, hey, this is not exactly where you, maybe one that looks up to you thinks, well, this is not really what you pictured yourself doing. The message being, hey, as long as I achieve my dream in some way, I'm happy doing whatever they tell me to do or have me do. If they want me to be on month-long probation, doing cleanup duty and all that, I'll do it because I'm happy that I at least accomplished my goal. Now, with that said, and we're nearly 10 minutes in, and I do apologize, or 9.5 minutes in, basically, I was reading some of the comments, and some of the comments from some fans felt as though the episode was kind of cringeworthy. Some felt it was okay, it was all right. Some felt it was the best. Some liked the fact it was Rainbow Dash centric, but also some felt it was cringeworthy because, the group that she's joining, in their eyes, started out as basically a bunch of jerks. Now, that's their opinions, okay? I haven't watched the episode to give any opinion of my own. I just saw the ending. That's it. However, there were some comments, and I know we're 10 and a half minutes in, and again, I do apologize. There are some comments that did stick out to me, though. And those comments were by some fans that were asking whether or not this was the last season. Would this be the last season? And I know it's taking up to almost 11 minutes to get to the topic of this video's title. But believe me, there are a lot of audio videos, clips from podcasts that are uploaded here onto YouTube that take just as long to get to the point of their topic. Now, with that said, some of these fans were wondering and questioning if season 6 could be it. I mean, we have the movie coming out next year, but is season 6 the finale? Is this the end of Friendship is Magic? Because they pointed out that a couple of things have been accomplished and some story arcs have sort of wrapped up for certain characters and groups. Like the Cutie Mark Crusaders finally got the Cutie Marks. Rarity became a famous fashion designer. And now Rainbow Dash has become a Wonderbolt. But here's the thing. Just because those story arcs in a sense have wrapped up, it doesn't mean this could be the last season. There's a lot of shows, animated and live action, in the past 20, 30 years that during what would look like or seem like the final season, where a character finally accomplishes a goal or achieves a dream or realizes a dream, doesn't necessarily mean that season is going to be the final season, because they can go on for another few seasons before they reach the end. And there have been several animated and live action shows that have done that, where characters, let's say around season 2 or season 3, have accomplished their goal, achieved their dream, realized their dream, I should say, and yet the show goes on for another 2-3 years or 4 years. So who's to say My Little Pony Friendship is Magic is not going to go on for another few years? Now, I can understand why some people would be questioning this. It's like, shouldn't you be, if this is not the end, then shouldn't they be saving these accomplishments, these goals, for the end? Like, shouldn't they be saving these accomplishments, these realizing of dreams and goals of the characters for the last season, and not put them in a season and not just place them in just another, random, in just another season that's going to end with a season finale and then continue on into another season? And I'm sure a lot of people can understand that. I can understand that. But here's the thing. Sometimes intuition is the best thing to follow. Because some people might be right on the money about guessing and feeling how they feel. Now, some people might be right. Maybe season 6 is it. And we just don't know that yet. And I can understand why they would say this. With the movie coming out next year, and with like they said, a lot of these things happening now, it makes people wonder whether or not this is it. And again, like I said, I can understand that. I can relate to that. Because yes, there have been shows that have done that have had a last season. I mean, I take a look at Sonic SatAM, for example. Tails finally became a freedom fighter in season 2. Antron finally got a kiss from Sally and recognized as a hero. But yet, even though those things happened, those goals were accomplished finally by those characters, they were still planning, had ABC not stepped in and ruined things, they were still planning on, well, the new heads at ABC's children programming at the time had stepped in. They were still planning on doing another season. So even though Tails officially became a freedom fighter, even though Antron finally got a kiss from Sally and was recognized as a hero, the point is they were still going. Had things not happened the way they did, they were still going to do another season. So my point is, yes, you could so what I'm trying to say here is, yes, you could feel like this is it because a lot of things are being accomplished, but it doesn't mean it is. I mean, yes, you could be right on the money that this is the last season, but who's to say it isn't? Who's to say that we won't get another season? I mean, think about it. You fans know that they need another season to help promote the movie. And you need something that's going to lead into the movie. You got to have some kind of connection, maybe some kind of hints, if you will, prologues, whatever, that kind of indicates something big is coming, and that something that's coming is going to be revealed and taken care of and showcased in the movie, and that you have to go to theaters to see it. I mean, I'm not going to be surprised. I will not be surprised. This is the truth. This is honest fact. I will not be surprised if we do get if you guys do get a 7th season for the show. If you get a 7th season, and that one of the episodes during the summer or whenever comes out and says and leaves you on a cliffhanger saying you have to go see My Little Pony the movie to see how it's resolved. You know, you can end up getting maybe, and I don't know if this would be a first for any animated or live action series period, you can end up getting some kind of maybe post credits prologue, post credits scene at the end of, let's say, the season 7 finale, hinting at something coming, and then it ending by saying to be continued in My Little Pony the movie, only in theaters. I could see that happening, and you would need another season to do that. So even though you got a lot of things accomplished, you got some things being accomplished and wrapped up somewhat by characters here, it doesn't mean the show is over. It doesn't mean the season is going to be the last season. It basically means you're wrapping up some things so you could possibly, if you're the writers, focus the 7th season on being the season that hints at something big coming that will only be resolved when the movie that you can only see in theaters. That's right. You'll need to, basically I think that's why they're doing this. They're going to want to focus all the thoughts and all their ideas into the 7th season, which is going to be the lead-in to the movie, which will basically, throughout the 7th season, throw hints at us, clues at us as to what is coming, what evil, what darkness is coming that will only be taken care of and resolved in the My Little Pony movie. That's why I don't think season 6 is the finale. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you believe that as well. But you can't argue or deny why people would feel the way they do about season 6 being it, because of some of the things being accomplished. Just because some of the things are being accomplished doesn't mean that's the end. It doesn't mean that's the end. Like I said, I think they're doing some of these things in season 6 so they can focus a lot of the thoughts in the writing into season 7 to use it as a tie-in to the movie and use it as well as sort of showing off clues and hints of what's coming. Like I said, of what darkness or what big event and what darkness is coming that will be revealed, that you can only see be revealed in the movie, that you can only go to the theaters and see the movie to see exactly what that darkness, that evil, that big event is going to be. Or whatever other changes, as they said, are going to happen. You obviously have to have another season that ties into the movie that's going to throw hints in that direction, hints and clues as to what changes could occur to the main cast, to the show itself in a sense, to the status quo, and that you can only find out what this is all going to be and what evil and darkness is coming by going to theaters and seeing the movie. That's why, again, I know I sound like a broken record. That's why I believe season 6 is not the last season. And this is coming from somebody that has not watched the show like on a regular basis or anything since it began. I only watch snippets and clips and maybe an occasional episode here and there. And that's it. Again, I am a fan out of respect and nostalgia. But with that said, I do not think season 6 is it. If there is going to be a last season, it's going to be the season that leads into the movie. That would have to be the last season. But even then, that could not be the last season. The movie itself could be a bridge. Between season 7 and season 8, for all you know. But we'll just have to wait and see. But again, Hasbro is going to need one more season to tie into the film. They're going to have to use season 7 to, like I say, give us clues, hints throughout the entire season of what's to come in the movie, about what evil or darkness is on its way, what changes could be coming for the main cast and the status quo of the show, things like that. So that's just my thoughts on fans wondering if season 6 is the final season. If it is, Hasbro will let us know. Will let us know. Will let you fans know. Probably by San Diego Comic-Con on whether or not it is the last season. And if it's not, they will give you an idea of what season 7 is going to be like. And I would not be surprised if season 7, like I said, is where you get a lot of hints and clues thrown at you of what's to be in the movie. From what changes are coming into the main cast, the status quo of the show, to what evil or darkness is on its way that the ponies, the main 6, have to go beyond Equestria to take care of, to try to defeat. So let me know what you guys think down below. Comment if you like. Sorry this went a little long, but I just thought I'd get my thoughts out on it. And I will talk to y'all later. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think season 6 is it? Or do you think we're going to get another season that will tie into the movie? Comment below, and God bless.